Earlier today, I carried the mail up the stairs to the goddamn station so I can curate a list of six games for your pleasure, because this is the inbox. Nick, 1 through 6. Which of the games would you like to see me talk about first?
2.
God, I was on 2. Wow, I was honestly, it was kind of crazy. I feel like I was kind of psychic a little bit. All right, so the first game is called Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. So this is from Binary Haze Interactive, and it is a sequel to the hit Metroidvania Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights, which sold over 1.5 million copies worldwide. This one is currently in early access on Steam, but it is going into 1.0 in January 22nd of 2025, along with a release on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and the Nintendo Switch. So, decades after the events of Ender Lilies, artificial life forms rampage across the land of fumes. The kingdom's fate lies in the hands of Lilac, an attuner who can cleanse corruption from the hybrid beings. Discover the source of discord between humans and homunculi, and purify 10 possessed bosses in battle to gain both their allyship and abilities. So that one had honestly a really cool art style, but just kind of caught my eye, and then kind of reading more about it, I had heard about Ender Lilies Quietus of the Nights, and so it was cool to see that they're not only having a sequel, they've spent some time in early access. So whatever you're getting, it's certified fresh, or I should say, it's overwhelmingly positive according to Steam reviews. So there you go. Nick, what's next? Give me a number.
4.
All right. This is one that, look, it makes sense that I would recommend this game, but it's not one I knew existed until very recently. So, Nick, do you know about Vampire the Masquerade, that series, right? Like the Vampire series?
Vaguely
you know of its
familiar.
existence, I should say.
Yes, I'm aware of Vampire Masquerade, yes.
I know that vampires exist. I've personally only played Blood Hunt, which is the battle royale that they had for it, set in that same universe. But the thing that I found so interesting, so Dear Villagers in Draw Distance have announced Vampire the Masquerade Reckoning of New York is out now. So this is essentially the third installment in a visual novel series set against the backdrop of the Big Apple teeming with supernatural intrigue. So it's coming out, by the way, or actually not coming out. It is out now on the PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. So dive into the streets of New York City in 2024, where the delicate balance of power hangs by a thread. I didn't know this was a documentary. Navigate the treacherous waters of vampiric politics as you contend with ever-shifting landscape between the Camarilla and the Anarchs. I probably might have said that wrong, but look, a visual novel, my interest is piqued. If I wasn't absolutely swamped right now, this is definitely a game I'd be checking out. But hey, if you like visual novels, Vampire the Masquerade Reckoning of New York, out now, September 10th. It's out now. Go ahead.
I'm aware of Masquerade Bloodlines because it is a game developed by Troika Games, which was founded by Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, who are the creators of Fallout.
Oh,
some of the co-creators.
Shit,
so
I didn't know
it's kind of like an RPG from what I know of it, but I haven't played it myself.
All right, Nick, 1 through 4.
Well, we did 2 and 4, so let's do number 1.
Oh, snap. All right. This is a very colorful game. There's 2 pretty colorful games here. So, we've had some dark stuff. Now it's time to join the fight. Nick, this is a love letter to action platformers with a roguelike twist. Elsie has blasted onto PC, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch today. So take on hordes of deadly robots and survive intense boss fights as Elsie, the female android powerhouse and all-around badass. Are you up to the challenge? Well, you can find out now because, the game is out. Like I said, play it PS5, Nintendo Switch, PC. And to describe it a little bit more, it is a neo-retro hyperkinetic roguelike action platformer filled with procedurally generated levels and an army of robots to blast through. Very simple, but cool art style. Again, look, if you're pitching us some of these games, if you're sending us the inbox, if it looks cool, there's a high chance that you're going to be included. All right, I got to be honest. Or
it looks very kind of like. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just going to say, it makes me like if I can ask Nick a really provocative question, that also will probably likely get it on. But yeah, what were we saying? What does it remind you of?
I was just going to say it looks very Game Boy Advance.
Yes,
in aesthetic.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And hey, they say tons of replayability. So if you want a good investment, go there. Nick, 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Oh my God. What have you done, Nick? You've brought us back to the edge of sanity. That was a dramatic reading. So, Edge of Sanity is from publisher Daedalic Entertainment and is developed by Vixa Games. It is essentially how would I describe it? I guess I can go to see what they say. Actually, that would probably make it easy. But I mean, for me, just from the looks of it alone, it's this sort of dark. I don't want to say Lovecraftian, but definitely has like a strong visual palette. It's an So here it is, set in the unforgiving lands of Alaska. Again, another documentary game we have here. Edge of Sanity is a Cthulhu-inspired. Okay, I was right. Lovecraftian. 2D survival horror game. So uncover a disturbing story while madness claws at your mind. Lead a group of survivors and explore, scavenge, and survive together against untold eldritch horrors. So that, honestly, Lovecraftian stuff just always, piques my interest. So it's an easy one. Check out Edge of Sanity. It's out this week on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam, GOG, and Epic Game Store. It's on everything, baby. If you have an interest in this game, you can probably find a way to play it. Now, it is 50-50, ladies and gentlemen. And if I know Nick, he's going to like this game next. So, Nick, do you like vandalism? Well, have I got a game for you? This is Spray Paint Simulator. And oddly enough, it's actually from Whitethorn Games, who, of course, we've talked about a few times on the channel. And it's developed by North Star Video Games. And essentially, as it says in the title, it is a inclusive, accessible, easygoing spray paint game. Pick up your spray tool, protective masking materials, and your trusty radio and embark on a relaxing, oh-so-satisfying gameplay experience as you tackle jobs big and small and breathe new life into long-neglected objects. I thought this one just, it was like Power Wash Simulator, but like with an artistic flair. And so, my interest, would you believe, was piqued. By the way, I should specify that is just announced. This is the announcement of the game. It's coming out sometime in 2025 to PC. So no other news on any console release or what exact date or anything like that. But as you can see from the gameplay, it's one you can have fun with. At least I think so. It's a game that I'd have fun with. And speaking of games I'd have fun with, this is an interesting one because it kind of is in the region that I'm familiar with, visual novels, but it's also a little bit different. So the game is called Whimsical Academy. Whimsical Academy is a slow-paced time manager set in a fantastical school for witches, wizards, and budding mages. Upon receiving your acceptance letter for the Academy's fall semester, acquaint yourself with the campus map. Accompanying this introduction is a journal with all the information needed for your first week. View your class schedule, explore your stats, and familiarize yourself with the inventory menu. Whimsical Academy's low-stakes gameplay makes for a relaxing experience as you settle in to your new home. Simple. But like I said, to specify, there is a demo for the game. And to clarify again, the game will be released on PC later this year. The demo is out. So there you go. Now,
right on.
That is it for today's Inbox.